right, good evening, everybody. I might be able to start on time tonight, but this is not about another live broadcast, but just the great update video of the week. I have to do 7 days of League of Legends for at least 2 hours. That's gonna be challenging, especially my work days, especially if I cannot get home on time. But nevertheless, it will be played that night. Oh boy. It's because of a sub goal that was reached. There is no other reason why this is happening. Other than League of Legends, eventually I also have to do Valorant again, another game I'm not a big fan of either, but I have to space it out because I don't know how many of you know this, but I'm gonna say it. I did finally finish Near Automata. I did not cover it on screen, but let's just say that game not exactly the best thing to be doing live. A lot of running around back and forth. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nier does have a depressing story, which I wouldn't mind showing on screen more. But the thing about Nier is the backtracking and the amount of side quests the game gives you as you progress in the story, even on normal difficulty. It takes so much time that, if you took out most of the fetch quests in that game, I think the game would have been an instant classic. But the amount of backtracking you gotta do and sound grinding you gotta do, in my personal opinion, kind of hurts the game. But the story, the setting, definitely is one of the standouts, and that's why people still talk about the game years later. It's just the fetch quest and the backtracking, the amount of times you gotta do that, it really did test my patience. But the story, like I said, is solid. That is the best thing I can say about that game. But other than that, I might finally with Nier Automata done. What I'm trying to say is, with Nier Automata done, I might finally go back to Persona 5 to be specific, because that's the only other single player game that I have any interest on, at the very least. There's also Hogwarts Legacy and countless others that I have yet to touch, but I mean, look at all these games. There's too many. I have to go with my gut and go with whatever I'm in the mood for. If I had a lot more free time and flexibility on my schedule, I would definitely like to refund some of these games, especially if I don't like them. But this is the best I can do under the circumstances. And I didn't forget about the VR games either, specifically Ghost of Tabor and VR Chat. Again, I have to be in the mood for those. It's been a challenge, to say the least, once again. But I have made progress on Final Fantasy XIV, slowly inching closer to Endwalker finally. And that's what I'm happy about. But other than that, that's what I wanted to talk about this week. So once again, thank you all so much for continuing to support this little show of ours. And if you go viral or go big overnight, I wouldn't have it any other way. And it'll probably be challenging. But pretty sure that's a challenge that we can eventually overcome. We will eventually get over it. We will figure it out. I mean, when you sacrifice your privacy for fame, it does come at some price. But honestly, I think I'll learn to live with it if that does happen. But anyway, thank you all so much. Let's continue.